Alright, welcome back to another episode of Art Time, where today we are going to be doing some coloring of the two gods of this here Elementals Reborn universe. So, before we fully start, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe for more, and now let's get right on into this, shall we? Yes, the goddess of light and the god of darkness. The two beings who created the entirety of the Elementals Reborn's planet, which strangely enough is literally just a floating island in space, set up with its own atmosphere on the top side, as well as, I guess, technically the, what's the word? Interior, I guess interior. Technically, the cave systems are the interior of the planet. But, yeah, we got ourselves a couple of the gods now to do the overview of, which is, I think, the last major overview. The only other thing left that I want to do is the, the dragons, the edge dragon, those guys. Those are the ones that I want to do. Of course, probably just close eyelashes. Of course, that's going to be a bit of a lengthy drawing, that's for certain. Oh, I should probably move these around. Yeah, it's going to be a lengthy drawing, primarily because of the fact that it's 4 dragons. Maybe not all of the dragons at once, but definitely some of them. Oh, whoops. I gotta do this first before I do anything else. So, yes, there's a lot to really, talk about with these two particular characters. And there's like a whole lore instance with them. You can read it in the, the drawing that the description in DeviantArt, yes, this drawing here originates from. I can't exactly remember what the main, talking points were, but I can tell you some things that I do remember. Also, I kind of want to do a few drawings that I've done so far. Not like a few. At least, yeah, because Shiro had white pupils, and Miss Joke had white pupils. I kind of want to do this, but of course, I need to do this so that we have the, here? Yes, like that. Even if it's not exact, it's still pretty good. So, yeah. These two created the world, that of which the name of this world, which, if I remember correctly, was Etheria, was it? I'm going to open up the artworks idea and just take a quick look and see if that's what I called it. Yep, World of Etheria. It's, it's basically a flat planet with an island-like structure. Kind of like, here's the, maybe like a tiny bit curved with a bunch of spikes, the ground, dirt and all that stuff, and the core exposed at the bottom. Whoops. I need you to be 1 and not soft. There we go. So, yeah. These two created this here planet. And this planet... Oh, wait a minute. I should probably move the lips close to the... There we go. And this planet is filled with their mana. Now, one important tidbit to know about these two is that their physical bodies no longer resides within the planet. Their spirits do, however, look over everything. And they are waiting for the day for them to be reborn. Should I make another one of these? I should, shouldn't I? But I mean, let's see. Yeah, that doesn't nearly reach that as well as it should. So, yeah. Their physical bodies do not reside in the planet anymore. I guess I'll call this a crown, even though it's not really a crown. 9. Their spiritual bodies are there, and they are waiting for the day for them to be able to essentially become, reborn. Whether or not that's, going to happen, that's all really up to the storyline, really. But it's fine. Now I gotta try to figure out what color I want this crown to be. Maybe a bit brighter than that. Maybe make it at like 96 with a saturation of 15 instead of 17. I guess, sure. I'll just call that one crown. So yeah, these two over here, they created this world. Now, if I remember correctly from what I had written down before, the Goddess of Light created the main 6 animal classes. You know, the mammals, the reptiles, the, what do you call it, and all that stuff. She's the one who's made, like, everything that's basically passive. Like, any creature that's passive. Like, what's the word, I wouldn't really... No, I guess if you were to have carnivorous creatures, it would have to require them to kill other things. So yes, creating these here creatures to not basically just kill each other, but instead consume plants and fruits and whatnot. That kind of stuff. Also, I guess that's what that is. The engraving is this bright yellow. I also added more stuff to their outfits, just a little bit to make it a little bit more refined. Because now we're actually drawing them fully this time. Because I wanted to make their outfits a bit more refined. Although still has this little like ring here. But more so just because it's you know, gods have like a unique design from most mortals, so it makes sense. So, as I was saying, yeah, she was the one who created the main 6 classes of this universe, mainly stemming from passive creatures, herbivores, and whatnot. I guess is the thing that you would probably... Is that good? I guess, because this is only showing this, it could be... Yeah, it's fine. And then this guy over here, this guy, created the other 3 classes. It's like if we had like 2 gods here, one that's evil or like dark-hearted and one that's like good-hearted, we would probably have dragons and giant leviathan-like creatures and inanimate golems just wandering around our streets. Assuming that, you know... the gods that we had parted upon their magic to us and whatnot, but they didn't. So, yeah. Here's the crystal. So, yes. She created the main 6 class and the more passive creatures. He created the other 3 classes, the wyverns, leviathans, and golems, alongside the more carnivorous creatures. She dipped into his 3 classes to create her own passive wyverns and stuff of that nature. And he did the same thing to her 6 classes. Thus, you see all the creatures going at each other. But it's not all doom and gloom with these 2. They did work together to be able to create not only omnivores, but humanity as well. Making humans in their image. Mostly just the whole, what do you call it? And it's funny to think, like, they're creating these people, and similar to their image. Feminine, masculine, stuff like that. And... well, we don't even really know if they are... I don't remember if I stated that they are like siblings. I think I might have. Which would make sense considering the fact that they do have rivalry as well, sibling rivalry. But the ability to create things out of literally just like nothing, using only their mana. Yeah, it's strange to think. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Is that the same thing? It is the same thing. Why did I have that combined? Whatever, it's fine. They're making their own, creations using their own mana. It's very strange to think how 2 different people can create something so significantly different from themselves. I'm pretty sure you don't understand what the hell I'm saying, and I'm trying to skirt around the freaking, what do you call it? And I won't say anything. I'll leave that up to your imaginations. But no, it's nothing like that. As a matter of fact, it's extreme hatred for each other. But she has more patience, and he bides his time. And even he can see the goal of working together, planning ahead of time to try to get some form of leverage over his own sister. Assuming I made them brothers and sisters, I do not remember. I gotta reread up on the lore that I made for them in some of the previous drawings. But yes, they created this world, they made everything, they gave everyone mana, the ability to use mana, measure mana, refine their mana, have equipment and whatnot, revolving around mana, and then they disappeared. And I think the reason for their disappearance was because of the fact that their very existence was, kind of like causing issues with humanity and whatnot. I'm gonna get a drink. Strawberry lemonade this time. These have strange aftertastes for some reason. Like both the pink lemonade and the strawberry lemonade has strange aftertastes. It's not enough to deter me from wanting to drink it. But there's one, half iced tea and half lemonade, which was just, I don't know, I didn't care for it. I usually like that kind of stuff, but I guess maybe it in that form is not that good. Because I can drink iced tea, or not iced tea, I can drink tea from the fridge. I can, and I do enjoy lemonade. But something about that combination in water form is just not really hitting that spot. You know what I mean? I can't exactly explain it. Alright, well, anyways, there's not too much that I remember from these two creations here. I'm going to have to look back at what I have made for them. It's a pain in the ass, you know? Trying to remember what you made for your creations and drawing a blank on every aspect. I wish I could just remember everything. But apparently that's impossible. Apparently. Oh well, it's fine. I have the archives, essentially, so I can just go back and check. Still though, really wish I could remember all of the finite details with these two characters. Well, anyways, enough of that. Let's talk about that one episode of Game Crafters that came out. I wonder how well that did. Well, probably not as good as I would think it would, because it's, Unity and whatnot. And also, it's not really going to, be recommended like Minecraft or Sonic Adventure 2 does. Minecraft makes sense given its nature, so obviously that would be able to, wait, is this dress 2? Oh, well, I probably have that as robe. I'll just call this robe 3. It makes sense that Minecraft would do better, in all honesty. But that makes sense. Oops. It does make sense. But still, the episode is out, and you know what? I think we're on a good start. It was a little bit shaky for some instances, but it's fine. Also, wait, I think this is just supposed to be combined into that. There we go. But yeah, I think I did pretty good with remembering certain things. Of course, I forgot a few things, but that's to be expected. My memory isn't the best, but you know what? It's fine. We have got ourselves a new series and another opportunity. Yes, opportunity it is that I have. And I must continue creating, even if I don't get any views. Because that's what I have been doing before in the past, so I don't see why that would stop me now. Besides, it gives people a good idea of, what I went through to make it. Pretty good setup. So far, we only got the basic player's movement, the key and lock system, and the crate. Also, there was a little bug at the end where the player wasn't immediately detecting the thing and then getting themselves killed with the locks going back to back. I figured out how to fix it. It was really just as simple as having it be set to a stay, on-trigger stay instance. I'll be covering this and the, oh wait a minute. Did I just call that glove as well? Oh, I did. Okay, whatever. That's fine. I'm covering this in the second episode, showing you what I did to fix it. But all I really needed to do was have an on-trigger stay event occur, well, not event, and have it check to see if, the lock is there, and if key is equal to 0, which will then automatically make that wall true no matter what. I think that's the thing when it comes to most of the staying instances. Yeah. I think I might be able to use the stay instance for stuff like the soon-to-be-made, spoilers, even though it doesn't exactly matter too much, the soon-to-be-made radiation. That's going to be interesting. I was I wasn't too sure of how I was going to go about, making it. I have an idea on how I want to go about making a few of the status effect based stuff. But I guess those need that particular setup. Unless I could do that with no, because exit wouldn't really work. It has to be that. But then how the hell would the exit work? Okay, well, it's fine. I'll figure it out. Well, I'm gonna try to figure it out at least. Shouldn't be too difficult, right? I'd like to think. I have some experience, but I'm not an expert, that's for certain. Hell, I'm probably making a few other developers out there just cringe due to my forgetfulness. But I did clean up... Oh, yeah, that's another thing. I did clean up my code, though. As in, kept it organized, had the slash instance, these slashes followed by a comment and whatnot. I did have those though implemented there to separate things properly, made it nice looking. Oh, I also changed the key script thing. Now it's no longer the key taking it because before I was working with the layers in my head, looking on how to do the layer stuff with the limit that I have with layers, but then I find out the tag system, and I'm like, oh, that's better. That is way better than layers. I don't have to be restricted, but I can still use layers just properly. Matter of fact, I think I could probably explain the reasonings behind what I can use with those particular layers. So, you saw how I did the crate instance, right? With the crate instance, it's detecting to see if there's any solid object in front of it. Any solid object indeed. Nothing is sacred. Any solid object. So, it goes on ahead. Oh yeah, that should be in front. It goes on ahead, checks to see if there's a solid object. Which is, I think, the 7th layer. I'm pretty sure. It checks to see if it's on the 7th layer. Also, I think the God of Darkness is above. Good. Because I want his legs to be shown. So, it checks to see if the other .gameObject.layer is equal to 7. Yeah, I remember still. I somehow remember that. Although now that I'm going into, fully creating the game, I feel like I'll be able to retain the memory now that every week we're working on it, every Saturday. Whoops. Why did you not fill in? Why are you not filling in? Oh wait, no, I didn't go to row 2B, first of all. There we go. Anyways. So yes, we went on ahead. Ah, shit, I forgot. We went on ahead, and what was I talking about? God damn it. Screw you for distracting me, you stupid piece of shish. Oh yeah, every week we're working on Paint Maze. We're gonna go on ahead, continue working on that every week. Every Saturday if we can. Worst case, every Sunday if, the stupid job puts Saturday on the board. And, yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. I will say, though, I got pretty lucky with the overtime instance. So I will be able to, unless I get screwed over by, somebody on C shift calling out. Hopefully that's not the case. I want to continue working on these creations as much as I possibly can. Because now that I'm making a game, and now that I'm getting some more experience in game development, again, only this time it's not with Game Maker or Dreams. This time we got ourselves a fighting chance in this game development sphere. Every game that I have made in the past, I was never able to get to the point where I can profit off of it. One of the major problems was, with the music system. You know how that is. You need to make your own music, or pay somebody else to make your own music. But at the time when I was doing game development, one of which I was 19, making Labyrinth, but I wasn't really able to, go on and sell it because, first of all, it wasn't even my music. And, second of all, it's probably a good thing I didn't sell it because it's, looking back at it now, it is not refined at all. I mean, some of it is refined. The fourth zone is not. I have to refine that one by a lot, but, yeah. Alright, 22 seconds to color in her. Good, great. Now let me save her swatch before I move forward. Let's see, Goddess of Light. God of Darkness. So, yeah. It's going to definitely be a very good time to be creating. So hopefully we can get some progress on that. I'm already trying to, plan out what I want to do. And also, what color was that? Right, that was more purple S. So then, we got ourselves a plan for the second episode of Game Crafters. There's going to be the enemy system. I'm probably also going to try to finish up the full-on death system. Right now, we only have the player dying out, rescinding their controls and all that stuff. But we need to have something else in place to allow for the player to allow for the scene to restart when you die. So that shouldn't be too difficult. I think this should be a nice dark red magenta-esque color. Surrounding the eyes. Yeah, that should do. I'll call that one eyeliner. It's like the shadow eye or something. And where is this? I should probably be right here. Yup. I wonder if I should make your eyes... I'll have your eyes be white as well. Unless... I want to make it a little bit more like... Not pink. Bloodshot. Kind of like that, yeah. Anyways, we got the enemy plan for the next episode, as well as a full-on death sequence, which is going to restart the scene. And then we've got a few floor-based mechanics, I guess you would call them. Just about. Eyes number 2. I don't want to spoil it too much. But yeah, a few of those floor-based mechanics. Like objects that are on the floor. I don't want to do this without it getting in the way too much. How about that? And we'll just do this. And now we can switch over to this. There we go. Yes. I've also been thinking over about the whole, what do you call it, system. The world map. Because that one's going to be a little bit tricky. I could probably have this on the same gear layer. That one's going to be a little bit tricky. For one major reason. I want to make a world map. But I have no idea, like, how, like, resource intensive it would be if I were to just have every single bit of the, you know, all the grid space that we use. Because all the world map is going to be, how you say, non-interactable. There'll probably be some, like, invisible walls in areas where there's supposed to be some form of interaction in order for the, you know, the things to stay within the area. For, like, whatever reason. But yeah, that's the plan. It's, you know, it's a decent plan. I have no clue how well it's going to work, optimization-wise, especially since nothing is going to have, like, any box colliders or anything like that. Nor does it really need to have a box collider. Like, any boxes that we create, any of the cubes that we need to, like, manipulate to make certain things, we can just simply get rid of them. That's the plan. Oh wait, the hair probably needs to be above everything. Right. Except for hair 1C. Alright, let me switch over to here now. When taking into consideration trying to optimize everything, I'm not sure how well that's going to work. I'm also still not sure about how the loading screen is going to work. I gotta learn how to do that. And not only just that, but also I need to learn how to go on ahead and make a time-based system. I got most of the statistics that I know how to do, how to, like, make and whatnot. I'll just call this a robe as well. I know how to do most of that stuff, but I don't know how to do the time setup yet. Can't be too difficult, right? Wouldn't make any sense for it to be difficult to make a system like that. It might be a tiny bit difficult at first, but I think I can manage. Alright, let's see. I guess I could do the torso first for you. It is going to be a little bit tricky. But I think I can manage to make the time-based system without too many issues. Because I do want to have, like, a speed-running instance. Maybe, like, complete the game in less than an hour? Like, I know, like, the shortcut path that leads you to... Oh, wait, no, that's not what I want. I want this one. Engravings. I know the shortcut path that leads you directly to the end quicker. I go through, like, the first zone's shortcut. That's very difficult to get through, but it is possible. Yeah, I mean, it has to be possible, first of all, in order to be able to complete every single level. What the hell? Oh, that's just your claws together. It looked like you had something on you. And they're just stretching. Anyways, yeah, I know the shortcut path that gets you to the end quicker. I mean, of course, the shortcut path is the hardest path. And trying to get through that without dying once to, like, also complete the game without dying, it's a rather difficult challenge, that's for certain. And part of me was curious if I wanted to have, like, you know, another achievement where you don't die. But, well, only die once because there's a very specific event that I will not spoil. That's the one event I will try to keep in secrecy throughout the entirety of the creation process and whatnot. Strap. I'll call it a strap. But, yeah. It's going to be... fuck, what was it? Oh, yeah, right. it's going to be a rather difficult game throughout a few instances. So I don't know if I want to have that. I will definitely have, like, get to the end without dying once, or without dying more than once, to, like, take into consideration that one special event. Oh. Okay, well, I can just put that up here. But yeah, we're gonna have at least that to, like, look forward to and whatnot. We're definitely not gonna have you know, complete the entire game without dying more than once. Because it is not going to be easy. And with the amount of levels that are in it, even if most of the levels can take like a minute or two to complete, depending on like how complex it is. I mean, if you know how to complete all of the levels, you might be able to get through them in like 30 seconds. By just like sprinting headfirst. You know the sprinting mechanic, right? Where you just spam the WASD button in whatever direction you plan on moving in. You can hold it down to move, normally. Which is, you know, good for those who are more casual and don't really want to, like, make their fingers tired just doing this. But, yes. Sprinting is the key when it comes to completing these levels at a much more faster rate. But sometimes that might not be the best case. For a few reasons, really. One of them being the whole, you know, enemies all over the place. Gotta try to, like, dodge them and don't get yourself killed. Easier said than done, that's for certain. Especially with a certain mechanic that I'm probably going to show you in the next episode. If everything goes according to plan. And I can make the next two instances without any issues, which I should be able to, because in my head, I'm looking at all the coding, it seems like there shouldn't be any problems. But if we can get to there, I will show you how much of a pain a very specific mechanic is combined into the enemies, because that is going to be pain incarnate. But yeah, this is definitely something that we're going to have difficulties trying to, like, wrap our head around, even if it's not supposed to be that difficult. You'll see what I mean. When the time comes, you'll see what I mean. But for now, without spoiling anything, we're just going to move on from this conversation. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't know if that's a frog or a bubble in my throat, but it's definitely something. I'm going to get a drink. Now, I have some schedule instance that I want to try to plan out. On Wednesday, I want to post the Miss Joke drawing. That one. The one with Luna and Miss Joke. Probably at around, like, after 12 or something around that time. Because I need to have it be posted on September. Or at least September in my instance. My instance is the one that matters the most, because that's the one I'm trying to keep track of. I got all my plans out for the drawing, or for the month and whatnot. And that's what we are trying to accomplish here. And thankfully, with Subscriber Star set, or Subscribe Star, however that's pronounced, set, I shouldn't really have too many... Wait a minute. You should be down here, right? Hold on. Anyways, as I was saying, with subscribe star set... Oops, you are supposed to be underneath the tattoo. No, torso, I mean. We should be able to get the hardcore mature drawings going back in full swing again. Although I'm still waiting for that damn review process to go through. Don't know why it's taking so long. I know they say they got like an influx of accounts and whatnot, which makes sense. They probably still have like a whole bunch of accounts coming in because, you know, of how Patreon is like. Although I don't know, like, wait, what is this one? Oh, cape? Wait, that's the cape? That doesn't make sense. Oh, you have a cape. Oh, I see. You have a cape. Can we see the cape here, though? I guess we can draw the cape. I forgot you had a cape. It's hard to tell with the way this is set. Alright, that's easy enough. Just have the cape. Maybe we'll do it like this, so it's like a spike or whatnot. And I think that's all we really need to have shown here, because everything is kind of like hidden anyways. Yeah, I'll just go on ahead and put the cape in then. So as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. So as we are continuing on forward with something else, I don't know what's going to occur yet in Minecraft OTC edition. I think we're getting close to finishing off the foundations. I think the only issue we have right now is the fact that we need to go on ahead and get our hands on some things. And those things being the, what's it called? Those things being sand and gravel. Ahead of ourselves. We need to get another shovel and another pickaxe as well, just because that's the thing. So I don't know what we're going to be doing in the next episode. Well, not the next episode, because the next episode is the one that's already been recorded. No, I'm talking about the episode after the next episode. Assuming this comes out on Thursday, which it should. It should. I don't see why it shouldn't. I think it should be coming out on Thursday. Worst case scenario, Sunday, because there's something stupid happening. Or Saturday. Saturday's also a good one, but also we got ourselves a bunch of Sonic Adventures 2 videos to record. Got 5 of those set and whatnot. I don't know what color I want this to be. What if I have it just be like this? Oh yeah, that's better. This should be 5, I think. And you, I don't know, you could probably be this. Yeah, sure, why not? Anyways, right now I don't know what we got left for this foundation. But even after the foundation is made, we need to collect a crap ton of sand and a crap ton of gravel. Although we do have a lot of gravel. So it's not like gravel is a problem. I mean, I think the only issue here is the sand. We still might need a lot of gravel, though. But at least gravel isn't that bad to get. Matter of fact, there's probably a shite ton just deep down in the everything. Oh, wait a minute. No, you should be behind everything. Make it look like you are the back end, kind of, you know? Here, here, here. Underneath this thing over here. Although, no, I'm not too sure. I feel like it would make more sense for it to be there with that. Oh, it's just a fuzz. Fuzz. Anyways, yes. I keep losing track of what I'm trying to talk about. There isn't really much left to talk about, I guess. We already said what we need to say. Ah, yes, it was Minecraft stuff. Now, let's see here. Robe 3, I think this was. I think. Yeah. It's hard to tell with this. Alright, I don't know, pelt. I'll just call it for now. It's going to be one of them, like, I guess, infernal. I'll make a separate instance for this. And this is the same horn, right? No, that one's different. I'll have this one be the horn instead. Clearly, this guy isn't friendly, that's for certain. Threatening the entire world and whatnot. Plunging it into darkness and whatnot. Not exactly a good thing, that's for certain. Very terrifying. Especially considering the fact that this is a person who created the world that you see before you. The Elementals Reborn world, of course, not ours. At least I don't think. We don't have magic powers. Or at least if we do, it's not apparent. Yeah, I guess I'll have that underneath there. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. We don't know if magic actually exists in our world. And if it does, well, it did. Or at least it still exists in the form of those magician artist fellows. Maybe that is actual magic. Who knows? Sleight of hand and whatnot. But there's a few things that's hard to tell with this whole sleight of hand stuff. When they're so damn good that you don't have to believe it's magic. Like, even if he shows you how it's supposed to be done, you still wouldn't understand. That's the kind of magic I'm talking about. Although it's unlikely that we have anybody in the world who's capable of, like, creating, like, flames out of, like, a wand or even your hands and whatnot. You know, that's it's not something we have, unfortunately. It's a shame, really. How cool would it be if magic existed? Being able to just conjure up a flame here. If I had any ability to edit, I would conjure up a flame here, but I don't. So just use your imagination. But it's fine. Worlds were created with magic have magic. Our world just does not have any that we know of. There's no way to know because this world is filled with so many known unknowns and whatnot. I forgot. Was there supposed... Oh, wait. Oh, I think I know what this was supposed to be. That's supposed to be boots. Right. I remember now. Alright, I don't know what this is. Tattoo 2A. Yes. All the whoops, I didn't... Well, it doesn't matter. You can't even see that, so I'm just going to delete it. All the unknown unknowns and whatnot. We don't know if magic exists. Because, well, it's a hidden art. Possibly. Or maybe it's just dark magic. And it's just not good. Who knows? Nobody's been able to do any magic. And anybody who does do magic are probably hiding. Well, yeah, actually, it would make sense. In a world with no magic, if somebody somehow acquires the ability to, like, perform magical stuff, creating stuff, conjuring up stuff, and whatnot, even in today's society, the freaking government will be on, like, hey, wait a minute, we can weaponize this or something. I mean, yeah, they probably would just... The first instincts will probably... Well, it depends. Because if we're talking about Christians here, they would probably be like, burn them at the stakes. But if we're talking about people who are just in it for, like, you know, trying to be a superpower and whatnot, they just go on ahead and take those super powerful people, and then they just go on ahead and turn them into super soldiers. Disguise them as, like, regular soldiers, and they just, like, use their abilities to, you know, kill people without being recognized by others. I.e., like, you know, hidden in the shadows or whatnot. I don't know. But, as I've said before, there's no way to really know for sure whether or not we do have any form of magic in our world, let alone whether or not we as mortals are capable of even performing it. if it does exist. And that's what sucks. Although I will say the technology we have is our own form of magic. Being able to make all of these here, you know, technological advancements without really like any, well, no, there's problems, but, you know, not like any massive problems, you know? I know that's what I want your boot color to be. You could probably be this. Our own technological form of, you know, magic. Science. That's where our magic is, apparently. All in science. All in science, 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 science. Man, if only I could edit. But it's fine. Just imagine a rainbow-colored science text just right here. Just like that, you know. And it's just in YouTube poop form. And whole Carl Sagan. Alright. I think that's everything in the coloring department, and we are 46 minutes in. Not bad. Not bad at all. Our first look, full look, better look than before, the goddess of light and the god of darkness. The cat's curled up in a ball, sleeping. Now, I should be able to get the, assuming everything goes properly, I should be able to get the shading and texturing done with today. But yeah, these are the two right here, in their full form and whatnot. It is definitely an interesting sight seeing these two fully being made. We've only had like small bits and pieces of them. I mean, I could probably even show you the drawing from previous. Freaking insect. Which one was that now, I wonder? Was it 45? Yeah, here it is. The Life Magic Overview with the Goddess of Light and the God of Darkness. With their eyes hidden, that guy's eyes hidden as well, as he has his power shown. But now we got them in their full form. Much better looking, much nicer looking, a huge improvement, and a little bit more design to their, what do you call it, aesthetics. This damn insect, I swear to God, these insects need to learn to just leave the premise. Again. Wait until that guy lands on the frickin' computer monitor. I'm gonna crush him out of existence. Anyways. You see the cat's mouth moving as she licks her chops. Meow! What you looking at? Now you're yawning. Alright, let's see. So then, brighten up the eyelashes a bit. Just go ahead and do this. I don't think I need to worry about doing that with the God of Darkness over there. I don't think we need to worry about that at all. Because he already has his eyes slightly colored in slightly red, so I can just mid-tone that one. I'll highlight this so it's brighter. Shadow the bottom portion. Alright, good. Great. Why does it look like that's above it? That's weird. Alright, anyways, time for the hair now. Yes, it feels nice being able to see these two fully drawn, finally. We've had, like, small bits and pieces of them talked about throughout the entirety of the Elementals Reborn's creation instance. But being able to finally see them in full, well, while not really being able to see, like, most of their legs, whatever their boot designs look like and whatnot. While we're not able to see that, we still have a nice look at their designs. Try and make it complex, but not too complex, you know? That kind of stuff. But, yeah. I don't know what I can talk about again. I always keep running out of things to talk about. It's not like there's a whole lot to talk about. Oh, I guess there is that. We just found out recently, or just remembered recently, that apparently Miss Thompson, that teacher in Kids Next Door, is a furry. So that's great. That's fantastic. We'll still draw her regardless. I think there's only like one more episode left with her involved. I don't know. Which makes sense. Many goes and wents. Yeah, that's good. I mean, maybe a drawing idea. I haven't gotten to the episode yet where we see the full transformation. Just the second one. Maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. It's not the first time I've drawn, I guess, anthropomorphic characters, i.e., you know, Courtney and whatnot. Courtney in the group. Those cat girls and whatnot. So yeah, I prefer cats. I'm a cat person, right, cat? Meow. Meow. Yeah, she agrees. What you want? Just nudge my nose. Drive-by nudging. Anyways, let's see. I guess there is a game coming out soon. I think November? What are you looking at? You see an insect? Sonic Frontiers is coming out apparently in November. That's something I want to like play at some point. Although I'm worried that I'm not going to have a lot of time to play it. I mean, you see how busy I've been. Constantly creating. Which is good. It's good to get like into the creative flow. To keep on creating and whatnot. That's what we want to try to do. To the best of our abilities. And also, it's a shame though that we can't really get any like massive playtime in. What the hell? Is that a fly? It's a fly that's not flying. I don't know what that is. It's dead now. Looked like maybe a baby cricket. A closer look at its corpse right here, it's a baby cricket. I don't know if you can see that. It's a baby cricket. I'm going to go on ahead and wipe its corpse off the box now. There we go. I'll just leave that in there so I don't have to go on ahead and waste more time. I'll get that once I'm done recording. So, yeah. What are you looking at? You know me. I'm the insect killer. I've killed many insects. I've probably killed like 1,000 so far. Gnats being one of them. That definitely just doesn't freaking give up. We've even had ants come in here before. But then we just myrtleized them all. To the point where they just stopped coming. Which makes sense. There's a big thing there that's constantly killing your comrades, and they understood that the risk, it wasn't worth it. But these other insects, they don't understand. They keep dying. You would think that at this point they would be like, no man, we're going to prolong our lives just a little bit longer and avoid this giant thing that's somehow murdering all of our numbers and whatnot. But no, they just keep on showing up. They keep on showing up. I'm trying to have a very malicious aura surrounding the room here that only me and the cat are immune to, right, cat? Yes? Meow. 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 I think she agrees. And she's over there behind the computer. But yeah, it's annoying. At least the ants understood that this was a very dangerous area and avoided soon afterwards, so that's good. I just wish all the other insects would realize that. Oh man, I can't wait for summer to be over. Summer kind of sucks for a few reasons. The insects being one of them, just constantly being annoying. Although I guess there is one type of insect that you only come across in the cold that's very annoying. It's extremely annoying, actually. But outside of that, there's like no gnats, and those things aren't that intrusive. They don't like come into the frickin' my viewpoint in my computer screen and just annoy the shit out of me, forcing me to destroy them with my thumb. But yeah, they're still a pest. And still something I don't want inside the room and need to make it known that I don't want inside the room by felling their numbers. Alongside that, the heat is just very energy draining. It's especially worse when you're at work, and everything is just so goddamn tiring. Ugh. Why is it so tiring? Also, I think this is supposed to be above the hair now that I think about it. Oh, wait a minute. It is above the hair, but it's not where it's supposed to be. Where it's supposed to be. It's fine. I can just redo this one. Matter of fact... Well, yeah, most of this should be easy, because it's literally just like this. You might not even be able to see the diamond that well, but you know what? I can just do this, and we have the diamond here, like so. Good, great. I will tell you one thing, I was slightly disappointed in as the fact that there was only really like one Rule 34 artwork of Miss Thomas. Yes, we're going back to that now. And it's not even, it's very, like, ugh, don't go looking at it. It's not like, just, how do I explain it? It's very illegal. That's the word, illegal. That's what it is. It's very illegal. Hold on a second. I think that's supposed to be... I don't remember what that was supposed to be. But yeah, that was not cool. That being the only one there and nothing else. Actually, I'm surprised that's the only one. I'm surprised that's the only one of that character on there. I can't hardly even find anyone on DeviantArt of her, which is very surprising. Unless the drawings of her on DeviantArt are also, all things considered, illegal. So, yeah. Well, I can tell you one thing, 400% fact, Anna Lee definitely is going to be using her. Definitely going to be going on ahead and using Anna Lee for this. When the time comes for me to draw it, I don't know when the hell I'm going to draw it. I'm not sure. I've got many other things planned in the next limitation, or actually this limitation period, I should say. Because this is the new limitation period. It's still so strange to think that this is the new limitation period. All of the things that we have made, we are now able to make, the new things. We now got new stuff on our list. Albeit it's stuff that I have already technically planned out, but it's new. It's new, and that's what matters. And plus, the great thing about this limitation period is that there's a few drawings that I have been looking forward to doing for so damn long. And some of them I have been looking forward to doing as of recently, but, still something I want to do. Like, I mean, there is the whole Ebony and Ivory series that I have been wanting to do for a long time now, and have been biding my time, waiting for me to be able to get to the point where I can create it. And now I'm about to be able to. Not this month. Probably the first episode in October, I think. I think that's a good instance to have. October, you know? Moon, Goth Girl, and whatnot. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I still gotta I still gotta fill in the animals folder. I only got like one animals idea drawing set. I don't know what else I need for that. I don't know what I need at all. But yeah. It is definitely something that we need to do. Oh yeah, aside from that, there's the Elementals Reborn series. Right, of course. And that and Nova Guardians is getting 4 episodes this limitation period. So that's going to rise up a little bit longer, or a little bit, while now, or whatever. I don't know the words I'm trying to speak. Oh. Okay, 2 then. Seriously, not even 2? How about 1? I guess you're small enough to where that has to be, yeah. I guess that's fine. I still don't know the best way to go about making wrinkles and whatnot. Wrinkles are a pain. Wrinkles are a pain in my style. There has to be a way. There's got to be a way to do the wrinkles. There's gotta be. Alright, well anyways, what was I talking about before? Oh yeah, drawings to look forward to going into this limitation period. We're going to be finishing off, actually, a few of the first seasons of things. That's great. A few first seasons are being finished off in the fan art department, which is awesome. One of which is due sometime mid-March. Somewhere around that. The other ones I don't know yet. I know My Luna Academia, with Luna going after Miss Joke over here. That one is the 5th episode. So after that, we need to get the 6th episode in, which is a wholesome episode. To kind of like go in juncture with the whole 3 normal drawings and 3 mature drawings that we are having planned for these 2 particular series for some reason. Don't know why. In the Luna v Titan series, that's going to have, let's see if I'm missing anything here before I continue. That's going to have 3 in a row normal drawings. Part of me was thinking about having the first episode in this month. Do I want to have it October? I don't know, October might be a bit iffy. Alongside the World of Etheria, which we plan on drawing on October. Because once we got this drawing done with and the Edge Dragon overview, once those are done, then October we're going to do the World of Etheria, which is going to be a little bit more work because we got to try to make some form of like a bunch of like locations and whatnot, locations of mass importance, and maybe some like village spots and whatnot, or maybe not village spots. I don't know. It depends because Etheria needs to be like the same size as Earth to an extent, but like laid out on a flat plate. What you yawning for? You're not gonna meow? You're just gonna walk away? Meowing near the microphone. At least I think the microphone is here, right? Maybe. I don't know if you heard her pump. Oh, it's down here. I don't know where the microphone is located on this laptop. We have no idea. I would have to check. Now the cat's just looking overhead at this thing. Neck on the side of the desk. and whatnot. Am I right, cat? Right?
Meow.
What you looking at?
Meow meow.
Alright. I think that's all the shading done with for her. Almost. I just gotta do a little once check over here just to make sure that everything is where it needs to be. I think everything is where it needs to be. Right, Kate? Alright, now for the God of Darkness. I don't know what their actual names are yet. I'm not sure if I have a name for them yet. I have to think of them. I'm probably, yeah, if I do plan on having their names in the DeviantArt description, then that is where it's going to be. So whatever names are that I decide to choose for that, that's what that's going to be. They're probably still going to be referred to as, well, maybe some of them. Light Goddess, like maybe, yeah, by nicknames. Like Light Goddess, Dark God, the Evil Brother, Evil God, whatever. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what exactly I can fully utilize in nickname terms and whatnot. But it's fine. So, oops, I need not to do that. Because we can take our time trying to come up with some names for that. Some fancy names, not like simplistic names. Fancy names and whatnot. But we can go off of like some previous god and goddesses' names and see if we can combine them to form a unique sounding name. Whatnot. And have-yous and all that. Or like maybe like Hades or something. I'm sure I can think of something. Combining multiple different god names to come up with one massive god name. I mean, I would think that these gods are more powerful than most other gods, primarily because of their, mana powers and whatnot. Being able to basically conjure up many elements of their own creations and being able to kind of just access an infinite godlike reservoir of mana. I wonder if they would be able to reach the status of most of the other gods, especially considering the fact that they're the ones who created the world of Etheria, all the creatures that they've created, especially the mythical eldritch abominations that the God of Darkness created. Those things. Especially one big enough to be able to essentially consume the entire planet. You would still call a flat planet in an island-shaped form floating in space a planet, right? I guess technically we usually see planets as just these round spherical masses. But nobody ever thought that potentially somewhere out there in the world, some strange formation occurred where it literally just looks like a floating island in space, with the core on the bottom, and that's the planet. I mean, look, we all know that the planets are all round, but I do like the idea of a concept of a flat planet, with 4 dragons on all the 4 cardinal directions, guarding those sides of the planet. Although, yeah, I guess it depends. What is the reason for them to guard that side? Are they just these massive beings made to prevent people from wanting to try to walk over the edge into their dooms? Maybe that's what the Edge Dragons were. Yeah, let's not forget. The Elementals Rebirth caused all of the creatures within Etheria to become more hostile. Maybe not all of the creatures, but a large majority of creatures have become more hostile towards everything. Not just humans, everything. Massive darkness and cruelty occurs, as mostly every creature who was once passive have now become more unhinged. Those who were not really territorial before have now become incredibly territorial, and is willing to kill off intruders in order to keep their little nests safe and whatnot. So it only makes sense that something like the edge dragons that were meant to protect the people by telling, or like showing them that the edge of the world is just the death. Like, I imagine if you were to try to like walk off the edge of this here planet, the core's gravity, I mean, you would fall, obviously, but then you would soon like fall to like the sides, where you would then have to like deal with like lack of air, because obviously in this particular part of the world there is no foliage, there is no trees or whatnot. It's all just like rocks. Maybe a few vines, probably not, but it's mostly just rocks. So obviously oxygen here would be very little, far and few in between. Now, I don't know if you would just like keep sliding, because the core of the planet on the bottom is exposed. So whether or not you get stuck on like the edge points somewhere around here, because like here's like what a planet would be, but it's like more so flat, with a little bit of a curve, with like the island going here and the core just like right here. So it would make sense that the planet would be like this if there was anything here. So if this is here like this and you fall down here, eventually the gravity of the core will change, and either you're going to keep falling that direction and curve like into the core and melt away, or you'll curve down here and get stuck on the side here. However, trying to get back up to any form of a friggin', what do you call it? Trying to get back up to the top would prove to be impossible unless you're able to climb on what is essentially a ceiling at that point. That is how the world there is going to be built. Thing is, I don't know much about how the gravity would work. All I know is it would only make sense that if you were to jump off the edge, I feel like you would just careen over into the core of the planet. Or you can clean right over the core, or make a clean like swoop right over the core. But then again, I don't know if that's gonna help prevent you from getting like. I mean, if you had any oxygen there, if you had the ability to breathe most of that stuff, then yeah, it makes sense you'd be able to breathe it. Wait a minute. I think I gave this guy bigger pecs, because you can't really see her breasts because of this, and it makes sense where that is. Yeah, wait, hold on a second. I need to do some adjustments here, actually. God damn it, no. Select this, go here, do this, and do that. Or maybe do it more so like this, and I would just underneath that. So that's where that is, and that's where that is. Hard to tell, but we'll see what that. Wait a minute. 0. Go back. No, not negative. 0. There. Alright, good. Better. So yeah, the edge dragons were once meant to protect people from going over the edge. I guess I'll delete this part of the line here, not all of it. Wait, where is this line at? Okay, the line is something else. But where the hell's the line at? Can I grab the line? There it is. Delete some of it, but not all of it. Up to here. Make it look like it is the app. Well, now that I think about it, actually, it doesn't make any sense for there to... No. Go to the line. The line. Here we go. It doesn't make any sense for there to be a, what do you call it there? It would be more, one idiot. It would be more so like this. With that being where that is, being open here, I think. Yeah, that doesn't look like it would have... Well, maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. Hard to have abs when you got a freaking giant purple crystal coming out of your chest. Oh no. Maybe it's not that bad. Especially since that's your core. Crystal core. Although I guess the real question is, how the hell do you survive with that thing? Or is it just impenetrable? It is definitely a very unique crystal that for some reason is only depicted within the gods' bodies. Also, I probably should try to make this a little bit more indented, kind of. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's the idea. There we go. Alright, anyways, on to the arm. So, yeah. These crystals are definitely unique in the sense that I don't think there's any other crystals on the planet, of course, that, you know, has these particular things here. There might be that one crystal area, which, by the way, I can show you another drawing I did of the god, or the goddess of light, Light Mage Wand. So most things stick the same. In that one you have wings, but I guess... Well, it depends. Do I want to give you guys wings? Or is those wings only active when you're, like, floating? See the crystals here and whatnot. Now we'll see what happens. It would make sense that they would have wings, though. So I probably should try to get some wings. As a matter of fact, why don't I go on ahead and make those a separate thing? We'll do that off camera. And I'll get all that stuff set up. I should be able to get all that stuff set up. Depends on how much time I have tonight. But yes, that's something we can do. Alright, let's see here. The tattoos. Now the fur. I'll get the hands last. First I'm going to get this stuff over here. Alright. Now that's the skull. And its horns. And we gotta go to the hand. Did I not color this part in? I did not. Give me a second. Go to here. I don't know how the hell I forget such simplistic freaking things that it shouldn't be that difficult for me to remember. Alright, let's see. Wait, well, I guess I'll do that one next, then. And now we'll just this one a bit. Now, what is this one? I think most of this needs to be connected. Except for this part, which is more like this. I still gotta figure out a better way to, like, have these be connected better. Because you're supposed to look like you're generally connected. Make it right here. Unless you're supposed to be here. It's hard to tell. And you're right here. Well, you probably need to be a bit darker as well. I think this is actually supposed to be connected. But then again, how is that supposed to be connected here? Unless that's where the curve occurs. God, why is it just a pain to figure this out? It would be connected here with that here, like that. So I need to bring this down more, actually. Easy enough, just have it go down here, but don't go down all the way. Just a little bit. And then just try to have things connect properly and whatnot. Via the shading system the best as we can. And now let's see. This over here. Wait a minute. Is that fine? Nah, I'll just do this. I'll connect this better. And let's see here. The thumb. I don't think I have any... Yeah, no. The lines are on the other one. And I guess because of the way that is, you should be more lit up. With hands over here. Hands over here. Okay, good. Now for the other arm. We're close to being done, though. The robe isn't going to take too long. And after that, we got the shading, which also shouldn't take too long. Yes. And after that, I'll get another drink. Maybe I should get one now. And we'll see. And I'll get it after I get done with the arm here. Pop. What are you making that noise for?
Meow.
He's grabbing onto the bed now. Right now for the fur. And now to, whoops, brighten it up a bit. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so at least some of the skull is shown, so that's not completely wasted. Even though that's a very small amount, I'll still color it in. Because that's what we need to do. If it's not hidden, we'll still color it in. This one does have lines, at least one line, one wrinkle, so we gotta do that. When the time comes, of course. Oh, in a direction that is in... Yeah, that would be like that. Unless that one needs to be like this. Have that connect to that. Oops. And then have this connect to this. And then this connect to that. Good. Great. Now one more thing. And that should be the hands. And, well, another stuff, the wrinkle and adjusting of most of the other parts of the hand here, like the thumb, so it's not too off. And now, I think, no, wait a minute. I think 2. Good. Great. Fantastic. Go to the hand now. That's the erase tool, you idiot. Why do I keep going to E? I don't get it. One more thing. I need to bring this back to 0, because I do not want to forget that I have that at 2. I wish it had like a default setting of it just being on 0, instead of it just being on the thing you last put it on. That would make things so much easier if I didn't have to worry about that. Alright, we're almost done with the shading process. Well, most of your torso is a little, our torso, lower body is a little bit more complex. Most of it, anyways. It is a rather strange look, but this is a god look, apparently. So apparently what the gods wear. We might change up their designs depending on like certain instances. Like, this is their first depiction. This is what they first looked like when they created the world of Etheria. Now, there's going to be some iterations of them where they have different appearances depending on like when the hell they come into play. Because I'm going to have these guys have like some form of importance at the very least. These two. One of which might be later down the road. Don't know how later. But I guess technically speaking, their presence are pretty much already known as soon as the first episode occurs. Take that for what you will. I will not say anything further than that. But, yeah. And what's funny is there's going to be like a red herring. And people are like, oh, that's the thing he was talking about. That was the thing he was hinting at. But they don't even realize. They won't even realize. There's no way they'll realize. They're too dumb to realize. Or maybe they'll be able to figure out the trick. Who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens once August occurs. I don't think you know what the hint is or where to even look for it. All you know is that it's something to do with these two. One of these two. Alright. Now for the skirt, or whatever the hell this will be called. A kilt? Not a kilt. A torn piece of cloth. Barbaric even. I am curious what kind of designs I'm going to give them once we've gotten to the instance where they are shown. This is the first iteration. It's subject to change. But it's probably going to be like what the first look is, and that's going to be changed in any other instance that's shown of them. I mean, there is that one drawing that I've made of the Book of Goddess. I don't remember what album that was. Was it? It wasn't. Oh, it was 47? Oh yeah, didn't I draw this before? Didn't I make an episode of this? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did make an episode. Yeah, see how they have a different look of the friggin' goddess right here? Oh, well, that's just like humanity trying to like get the depiction of their gods from, for like it's like a terrible game of telephone with drawing. That's what it is. Oh, I already did. Well, it's good to make those darker as well. That's essentially what it'd be. Terrible game of telephone. And whether or not they get it accurate, it all really depends on like how they have the mural set. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of followers of the goddess who has like very peculiar and specific like depictions of their own goddess, which makes sense. There's no way anybody really knows what they look like, especially if it's like eons since their first appearance or their last scene appearance. It's definitely how you say a terrible game of telephone with art or a depiction of art. Nobody knows what the source material is for. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, didn't I want the cape to be behind that? That makes more sense for the cape to be behind her. So I'm gonna have the. Whoops, I gotta scroll up. Where the hell is it? Here it is. And. Oh, what? Where the hell. Where am I? Where'd the cape go? Why is it there? Go to here. There we go. Or at least behind the hair? So what is this again? Oh, that's the hair I just moved. That's what happened. That's the stupidity that occurred. I moved the hair. I didn't move the cape. Annoying. I'll have the cape be behind the hair, but behind this. So that's not shown. Also, I need to shade in the cape a bit better. I don't think I shaded it in at all, actually. I'm not entirely too sure if I did shade it in at all. An hour and a half. Not that bad, actually. I don't think this is going to take too long. This is definitely a two-parter, though, that's for certain. No doubt about it. Now, am I forgetting anything here? Doesn't seem like it. I have no idea. Alright, now it's time for the big texture instance. This part shouldn't be too difficult. All we gotta do is just texture in every bit. Texturing usually never takes that long, which is great. I think I'll have this one be a lighter texture. And there's the lips. I actually probably should give some brighter highlight to the lips here. Just about, maybe make a little bit of this part mid-tone down a bit. Alright, now back to here. Oh, that's not the hair I wanted to go to. I wanted to go to A first, not B. I don't think we're going to play around with, like, any more other gods outside of these two. We already have, like, that one mysterious element with the elementals. Whether or not those share, like, any semblance to the gods and whatnot, it depends. I think I said that the elementals were only a thing once the Elementals Rebirth event occurred. Once the Elementals Reborn happened, then the Elementals came into play. Although it's rebirth. They're being reborn, apparently, so maybe these Elementals had like a purpose back then? Again, I don't know. I just have these instances here, and I have yet to fully turn it into anything substantial yet. Did I have that be... Okay, yeah, I did a tattoo. So there's still so many things that I need to, like, either create, make any note of, or at least, like, have some form of mystery to. Again, it's hard to tell. We're nowhere near getting to that part. It's not even going to be covered in the next 6 episodes of Elementals Reborn. Whoops. And also, I forgot to turn that off. Okay, there we go. It's still on the usual F1 instance. I definitely do want to have some instances, any episodes, throughout, like, most of Season 1, first off, where the Elementals are shown, and the group deals with them to some extent. To what extent? I don't know. But the group will deal with them. I mean, they kind of have to. The Elementals serve an importance far greater than anything anyone can really conceive. But I don't know what that importance is fully just yet. I have some ideas, but those are spoilers, and I do not want to spoil something that could potentially be very much a big spoiler for anybody who's involved in the series. Anybody who's not involved in the series and has no idea what the hell I would be talking about, I mean, you would be fine, but anybody who wants to, like, watch, or not watch, but read, maybe watch in the future, who knows? I mean, Harry Potter was a book once, but then they turned it into a movie. So surely I might have some significance at some point, although then again, I don't know if J.K. Rowling was famous back then. She might have. She's definitely infamous now. Don't understand these old world views. I really just don't. I don't remember the reason why she's infamous now. I forgot, like, what exactly was the reason. I don't remember what it was. What was it again? It was either T or C. Or I should say, is scroll. Why the hell are you showing me a JK emoji, you idiot? Was that the, or was it? Was that it, or was it the T? Oh yeah. Well, I don't know anything about this, and I do not feel like going down that rabbit hole. Oh, speaking of rabbit holes, now I don't think this is true because it looks like it was a joke from a 4chan post that I saw on Twitter. It is literally just them talking about Christian, you know, that person, whom of which is definitely not right in the head. Definitely not right in the head. That's all I really have to say on the matter of his, state of being. Definitely not right. That I honestly don't know. I mean, they did go for like a sex change to become a she, so. But, for the sake of the meme, I'm just going to go with and say, that boy ain't right. And now everybody's just throwing stones at Hank Hill for calling this transgendered woman a boy. Despite the fact that I think they even went out and stated the reason why they became trans was to get with lesbian women. Which is not really a good reason, at all. It's not who yourself is. You just want to try to get with other women, thinking that maybe you might have a better chance as a woman going with lesbians and whatnot. I mean, that is the case, so I can't really tell 100% for a fact if they actually fully did go through with it. Wait a minute, is that supposed to be something else? I think that's supposed to be highlights. Nope. Shadows? No. Well, okay, whether or not that's the case, it don't matter. There was just funny memes, bro. Funny memes about their escape. I'm just gonna say there. Avoid the nonsense of somebody who probably shouldn't even deserve to have that because of their goddamn, how you say, toxic view on nature. Avoid all of that, and let's just go for the in-between. We do that with Pito, although the only difference with Pito is they're actually attractive. And whether or not Pito be boy or girl, I still would get down with that. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again, there's only like a handful of guy characters, but it's only how you say, more of feminine appearance. So there was this funny meme on Twitter with just Drake and Josh instance where Josh is like, Drake, where's Christian? And just Josh doing this, and both of them have police hats on. I don't know why that was funny. The entire post in 4chan was literally just Christian wanted to go use the bathroom, and then they went on ahead and somehow managed to squeeze through a window. And then the police are like, where'd they go? Well, okay, if we're talking about police here, they probably could be like, where'd he go? Okay, that's not right, because not all police are like that. Only the more political instance ones, conservative ones. I mean, look, I don't know shit about politics. All I know is the general meme that a lot of conservatives are apparently transphobic. Which it's hard. I know you're not supposed to take, the major amount of, wait, am I still recording? Good. I'm still recording the microphone, of course. I know you're not supposed to take, the majority of, one case scenario. Whoops. Because that obviously isn't what all of them are like. I mean, remember that one episode of American Dad where they're red and they're gay? I'm assuming there's also those out there in the same instance with the, trans... That's the thing I'm not sure. Is transvestite a slur now? I know trans is shortened to be that, and there's I don't know. I'll look it up. I'll look it up on Chrome because I'll be able to type in is trans a slur? Is that now? Because they use the shortened version of it No, they went for transgender. Right, that's what it was. That's the one I'm looking for. That's what it be. And that's how it is. It is how it is. So strange that words just always be changing. And this is a joke, but did you know that ratio was a math term? Of course ratio is a freaking math term, you fool. Have you forgotten all of your math knowledge? Although, I guess it makes sense if you've only been on the internet for a large majority of your life. Words that you once knew previously have now changed. That's how it is nowadays. That's how it do be. Many words change. Many words start to become, different meanings of themselves. It's always so strange to see how the world is just changing so quickly. That's another thing, actually. You know how technology was, not too long ago, where literally, not even, 20 years ago, it was literally just, all the whole ancient-looking dinosaur-like computers with the way they were set. Even the computers back then, still pretty freaking impressive. Oh, wait a minute. God, how do I not notice these things? It's fine. This is an easy fix. Just do this. But yes, these computers, they've advanced so, even games and the movies and all that stuff, they've advanced so much within what feels like essentially a short amount of time, especially considering what the world was like hundreds of years ago. It's like as soon as we reach this specific level of technological advancements, we have somehow managed to, essentially, get 1,000 years ahead into the future. What would have taken much longer at the rate that we were going way back when. Also, that's not what I want you to select. I want you to select this go. It's still so baffling that we have managed to get technology to this particular level. And it's cool, though. It's cool that it reached this level. It's cool that I'm learning, some form of, coding instance, getting, a little taste of it, but in game form. It's always so strange. But I like it. I like how technology is advancing. I just hope that we can live long enough for technology to advance to make everyone's lives better. To make it so that we have everything essentially creating itself via atomic manipulation and whatnot. That's what I would like. And that's what I would prefer. To have some form of creation occur for that particular instance. Now, of course, there's no telling whether or not we will get to there. The world's on fire. How about yours? And we don't like that, because we're going to get bored when we die. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to be before that's going to really screw us over. I hope it doesn't. I really hope there's some way we can fix it. What would be what's the main cause for all of, that from occurring? The ozone layer is melting, right? Is that what's happening? Because in my head, I'm thinking that's the main driving force for a large majority of, things and whatnot. These things here, it's the main reason why everything is, hotter outside. Where record temperatures keep on, breaking records and whatnot. Oh, wait a minute. Yuck. It's fine. It's an easy fix. I just gotta do this. And then go over to this. Just take one bit of the color. It doesn't matter what it is, so long as it's something. Then do this, and then I will go back to this again. This will probably be more like this. Like a somewhat of a metal appearance. He might get a more red look We'll see what happens. Reddish purple look. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying before, if the ozone layer is the reason why, like, a lot of things are getting hotter, I think that is the case, then atomic manipulation would definitely fix that problem. We'd send up some form of, like, machine or, like, an aerial device that somehow gets us up to the ozone layer. I think that would be a pretty big freaking challenge, though, to try to get to the ozone layer. Or at least have something up in the ozone layer that's able to repair it bit by bit. Something like that. I'll make this one letter. We can have something like that that goes up there and grabs the atomic component for the ozone layer, and then just have it reconstruct it. To reconstruct the ozone layer means that, you know, the sky will be fixed. There will be no cause for alarm when it comes to, you know, everything on fire. And, you know, we'll be golden. Essentially, that is the plan. And that is what they are doing in the Chrome Wars universe. With those, micro things. Matter of fact, I don't even remember where the hell those guys were. It definitely was not on album 47. When did I stop drawing mechs? I do not remember. Man, I don't remember where the hell these things are. Actually, yeah, where the hell are they? Oof. Okay. There's the Gorge Treader. What are they called, like, microzone? Oh, yeah, microzones. Right. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find M. Look at M. Find the M in the microzone. I don't think I made it in these layer sets. I'm going to 36 for a second. M. Nope. Okay, 35. M. Nope, not on 35 either. Was it 34? Not 34. What the hell is this? Is it 33? No. That's the magnetic combustor. 37? Didn't I already look at 37? Well, either way, it's not here. Is it 38? M? Nope, nothing there either. When did I draw these things? Maybe they were... No, they couldn't have been further behind. Okay, no. But there are some mechs here still. Ophidian Virulence? Wait a minute, why does these sound like names from prior? When did I stop doing that? Hold on, let me go back to 40 for a second. No, it's not here. I don't remember where it was. Was it 43 that I stopped making those mechs? It felt like... Oh, no, there's a galvanic remnant. Okay, I don't know where the hell this is. I'm just going to make this easier on myself and go to the JPEG folder and just look up microzone. What? Macrozone? Macrozone? Okay, macrozone. Right, where the hell are you? 17? Your album 17? Excuse me? There's no way it's album 17. This is album 17 drawing right here. They're in the ozone repairing it right now. See, blue, green, yellow, no reds because the Sanguine want to destroy the ozone. That's how I did clouds back then. Although I guess technically it's still the same cloud texture that I've been using. Although I have been refining it a bit lately, so it's not necessarily completely off. It's just sweat. It's getting too damn hot. I think that's everything? I'm not sure. I might want to adjust a few things here first before I fully end it. How long have we been at this so far? Almost an hour and 15 minutes. Pretty good. Pretty good time. Alright, brighten up that. Is there anything here that I'm missing? Anything at all? I guess what I could do for you... Did I even shade that part in? Not necessarily, no. At least that doesn't look like I did. Red eyes and whatnot. Christ. I'm gonna go get a drink, or at least finish off this drink. Or get warm. I don't know why the end is usually not the greatest, which is weird. I think this is all the access powder condensed. There's no actual powder bits there, it's just, I don't know. I think that's everything. I'll probably do the wings and all that stuff alongside the background outline off camera. But for now, that appears to be all for this episode, or at least this part of this episode of this. So yes. Anyways, thank you all for watching today's part of this episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist. And now I won't make the same mistake I did last episode. Previous episode of Our Time right here, and the next part of this episode here. Not Minecraft RTC Edition. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.